Have you ever had that heart-dropping moment when you hear a lens crunch up against another piece of gear? Or how about showing up to a shoot with multiple, probably too many backpacks and soft carrying cases? That's when I knew I needed something bigger, better, and stronger. Then I stumbled across this monster, the Pelican 1615 Air Travel Case. This case completely changed the way I transport and organize gear, and today I'm going to explain why this isn't just another piece of equipment, it's peace of mind in a box. Or maybe it's a box of peace of mind. Yeah, it's that one. We all know camera gear isn't cheap, and sometimes even the quote-unquote cheap stuff isn't cheap at all. And when you're packing and traveling to shoots, sometimes your gear can take a beating, whether we like it or not. I've had soft cases full of gear dropped, stepped on, and unintentionally forced to endure a little too much rain. Now, most times everything was okay, but all the gear inside my Pelican case, not even phased. These cases are built like tanks. They're crush-proof, dust-proof, and waterproof. I've taken this bad boy on planes, into a tick-infested forest to shoot a solar eclipse, and through more gravel than I'd like to admit, and it's never let me down. Once it's latched shut, I don't even think about the conditions my gear will be subjected to. Seriously, I honestly don't, because I know all my gear inside will be perfectly safe. But here's the thing, even if the case was bulletproof, that alone wouldn't keep lenses or camera bodies from crashing into one another. That's where an organization system on the inside of the case, like Pelican's TrekPak, takes this protection to the next level. Now, at this point, this video probably sounds like it's an ad for Pelican, but I can assure you it's not. If this was a sponsored video for Pelican, the background, the whole thing would be filled with nothing but cases. Big, beautiful, IP67 certified cases made right here in the USA. Sure, I use a Pelican case because it works for me, and because I thought that's what I had to get, I guess. But what I really want you to take away from this video is how a hard case in general could benefit you. Because I know firsthand, Pelicans are a high-ticket item. After all, I bought this one with my own money many years ago. If you've ever wasted time digging through your camera bag to find that one lens or that little air blower dust thingy, you know how frustrating it is. That's why these dividers are amazing. They let you design the case exactly how you need it, and with a case as large as this one, you have a ton of room to work with. Now, these dividers are unlike pluck foam, which can deteriorate over a long period of time and force you to stick with a single setup forever, unless of course you ripped it all out and started brand new. These dividers can be reconfigured as your setup changes. Now, I will say a complete reconfiguration is a little challenging, especially if you don't have extra pieces like this lying around. So we're in the middle of moving, so this is a little overpacked with lenses right now. You can see I have my lenses up here in the front. We have a camera body, a Z-cam would be right here. And then on this section, I typically have chargers for V-mounts, Sony Ls, things like that. So you can see everything's organized, it has a place, and it makes it so much easier to open this up and know exactly where everything is at all times. Time is a, let's say, limited resource on set, and that's why TrekPak and just having dividers in general will help you build a system with your gear. Every piece has a designated spot, and you can even label it. So if your first AC opens the case, they'll know exactly where to find what they need. A well-organized case can be an efficient hub for the camera department. And when a director or talent is waiting for you to switch lenses or find that one accessory that you know has to be in here somewhere, every minute counts. This case keeps me efficient. I can open it, see exactly what I need, and get back to shooting in seconds. I even have separate pouches for charged or dead batteries, so there's no guessing. Plus, with everything securely in place, your gear doesn't shift around or move during transport, so when you open it, everything's exactly where you left it. I've gone through my fair share of cheap camera bags and backpacks. I've ripped zippers, overstuffed bags until they quite literally burst, and dealt with disorganized chaos. You simply don't have those problems with a hard case. I've packed this Pelican case up to 75 pounds, which, to be fair, was completely on accident because I was totally trying to check into a flight and I was running late, and the dude completely looked at me like I was losing my mind, and I had to take the stuff out and then move it over to another bag. It was... But with that said, it still closes perfectly every time. This poor case has been through a lot. The bottom is chewed up, There's rocks and gravel stuck in some places, and the wheel bearings are obnoxiously loud because they need to be replaced. But with all that said, the gear inside is in perfect condition every single time. I mean, this thing has survived TSA multiple times, which that alone is impressive, to say the least. Traveling with a ton of gear can be a headache. Actually, no. No, it is. It is a headache. But that's why I got this exact Pelican case. It has wheels and a retractable handle, which makes it so much easier for maneuvering around an airport, a parking lot, or maybe even a tick-infested forest in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, maybe. At the end of the day, your gear isn't just equipment. It's the foundation of your work, and if you're like me, your livelihood. And protecting it should never be an afterthought. I learned the hard way and wasted a ton of time, but you don't have to. Once you make the switch to a hard case, I promise you'll never look back. So what's your go-to method for transporting gear? Are you using a hard case like this, or do you have an assortment of backpacks and soft cases? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and by the way, this video is part of my Gear I Wish I Bought Sooner series. So if you thought this video was helpful, definitely check this one out. I think you'll enjoy it as well. And as always, thank you so much for spending just a little bit of time with me today, and I'll see you again very soon. Really though, you should get a case.